Hi, I'm Ron Verostek with Financially Intact, and today we're going to talk about I-bonds because I-bonds are currently paying 7.12% annual interest rate, and they will most likely go up May 1st to 9.62% if we have our math right. Let's talk about I-bonds and why we should be looking at possibly investing in these. I-bonds, yes or no? Why should we be looking at buying these? What are the yeses? Currently, they're paying a great interest rate at 7.12%. Rates are locked in for 6 months at a time. They're fully guaranteed by the U.S. government. There are no fees or commissions, and you can buy any amount over $25 to the penny up to $10,000, and they grow tax deferred. In other words, you only pay the taxes when you take the money out of them. What are the reasons why you might not want to buy I-bonds? Well, you cannot cash in I-bonds during the first 12 months. You have to let them sit there for at least 12 months. If you cash them in between years 2 and 5, you have to give up 3 months, your last 3 months of interest if you cash it in. The only way to collect the interest is to cash in the I-bonds. You do not get paid interest checks on a 6 or 12-month basis. The only way to get, like I said, is to cash in the I-bonds themselves. The other problem is you can only buy $10,000 per year per person. So that means if you and your wife want to have $20,000, you have to have 2 accounts because it's $10,000 per person per year. But you can keep adding on year after year. And then interest rates can and will go down at some point in time. So let's do some quick math here and just look at a worst case scenario. Let's say we were going to put in $10,000 into an I-bond. We're going to buy one, and we're only going to keep it for 1 year and 1 day, because then we can cash it in. So we buy the $10,000 bond and we hold it. In the first 6 months at the 7.12% annual rate, we would earn $356. In the second 6 months, so long as this rate holds, which it should, at the 9.62% for 6 months, that would earn us $481. But if we have to give up 3 months penalty of interest as a penalty, then we would not get $240 of that, but we'd still have total earnings of $597 or 5.97% for that 1 year, and something that's both 100% safe and 100% guaranteed. Now, I don't know anybody who would actually cash one of those in 1 year or 1 day later if they were earning that kind of interest, and who knows what the next interest rate would be. But even if the interest rate did fall all the way back down to 0, we could still at least earn 5.97% on our money for the 1 year. So, and that's a worst case scenario, of course. Like I said, if you decided to take your money out all in one shot. So how do they work? Let's take a look at that. I-bonds pay a combined interest rate. They have a fixed interest rate and a variable interest rate. Currently, the fixed interest rate is 0% and the inflationary rate is 7.12%. I'll show you that here on their website here in just a minute. The rates are reset every November and May, but your rates reset every 6 months from when you purchased your bond. So in other words, for example, if you bought an I-bond right now, April of 2022, you would earn the 7.12% annual rate until October. Then the new rate of the 9.62, which will come in effect next month in May, you would get that rate, not the 9.62, for the next 6 months. So even though the rate changed in May, and then it will change again in November. So if rates went down November, you would still earn that higher rate all the way until next April. So here is the website and how I-bonds actually work. Okay, so here is the website. You go to U.S. Treasury Direct, or not U.S. Treasury, you go to treasurydirect.gov, as you can see right up here. We'll highlight that for you so you can see it real easily. So treasurydirect.gov. When you get here, where you want to go next is this individual tab right here, and then hit Treasury, Securities, and Programs. And so if you click on that, then this page comes up. And on those earlier pages, you could have started an account and all that. We'll go back to that here in just a minute. But this is how we get to where you can get a whole lot more information on I-bonds. Now I could do, a half-hour, hour-long presentation, but it's all right here for everybody. And some people want to hear it and learn it, and some people don't. So we're just going to take the shortcut here. I'll show you how to go get the more information if that's what you want to do. So if you come down here to Series I Savings Bonds, and then you just click on that, and it brings you to the page where you can learn all kinds of things about I-bonds. We're going to go through this just real quickly here. As you can see, it's showing you right now the current rate is the 7.12%. Okay. And then we buy them electronically through U.S. Treasury Direct. You can buy paper ones, but then you have to do it in even increments. You can't do it to the penny like you can with the electronic ones, which they explain that down here. So you can buy up to $10,000 per year. You can buy a little bit more if you do it with a refund from a tax return. You can buy an extra $5,000. But other than that, it's $10,000 per year. The electronic bonds minimum is $25. The paper bonds minimum is $50. The paper bonds, like I said, are in even increments, they're right here, but the electronic ones are $25 and above in penny increments. So if you had $25.46, you could actually do this for that exact amount. Okay, so then the other thing that you want to look at, I wanted to explain this real quickly, just so that you understand what you're looking at. If we go into the I-bond rates, and so we clicked on that right there, and then there's lots more you can learn here again, but if you just scroll down, you're going to see this is how the calculation happens. And so as you're going to see, the last inflation rate for the last 6 months that they set in last November is actually showing at 3.56%. You'll see that here. Then here's the calculation. But you've got to remember that's for 6 months. And of course, these we're going on annual percentage rates. So when you do your 3.56 times 2 6-month periods, so that we have a year now, that's what gives us our 7.12%. 3.56 times 2 is 7.12%. So then when you're looking down here, you could see that they show you what the fixed interest rates have been over the years. So people who bought these way back in 1999, they're still earning 3%, plus they're earning the 7.12%. Well, of course, the government hasn't paid much in interest as far as fixed rates are concerned for quite a while now. However, you'll notice back in 2019, not that long ago, just a couple of years ago, there was a period of time where they were paying 0.5% fixed interest rate, because that's how these things work. And so now if you come down here, you're going to see that some people are earning 7.64%. That's right here. So what is that? That's the 7.12 plus that fixed interest rate that they also had. And so that's why they get more. And that's what you will always get, is the combination of the two interest rates. So because because inflation has taken off again over the last couple of months, that is why the projected number now for the new interest rate for May will be 9.62%. So like I said, if you buy it right now, you're going to get the 7.12% for the next 6 months. And then at the end of that 6 months, you will get the new rate, which will be set next month, May 1st, which should be 9.62. And then we get that one for 6 months. So hopefully we've made this perfectly clear for you. The last thing that we need to cover then is exactly how to set up your account and buy I-bonds. And by doing that, you just come back up here to these tabs where it says My Accounts. You click on that, and then you'll see it opens up right here and it says Open an Account. And so you would click on that and give your information there. They do direct debits from your checking account, so you have to set it up with a checking account. You'll have a sign-in that they actually assign to you, and then you'll have a password. The sign-ins are a little bit different. It's usually a combination of numbers and letters. So for those of you who are good here on the computers and all that, it's pretty easy to do. Like I said, you will connect it to your bank account. And one of the other kind of neat things about these is even if you buy these like in the third week of the month, you get the interest rate for that month. Don't wait too close to the end of the month, or it'll probably, if it doesn't clear the bank and all that on time, then of course you're into the next month already. So, but go ahead and get your accounts open and earn yourselves a little bit of interest with these new inflation rates that are happening right now. This is the one way that we can help keep up with the inflation, because losing purchasing power is just another way of losing money. We're trying to help all of you not to lose money. So thanks for watching the video. If you think this free educational material that I put out is worth watching and that other people should see it, I ask that you do one small little favor and that you hit the like button down below. YouTube's a little bit funny. If people watch it and don't hit the like button, they figure nobody likes it, therefore they don't suggest it to other viewers. Whereas if people watch it and do hit the like button, then they decide other people would like it too, and they show it to other viewers. And that would help us help everybody learn how to make more money paying no fees or commissions in this particular case. So please do me the small favor of hitting that like button. And if you want to see all my videos, of course, go to Financially Intact channel, and or just hit the subscribe button and you always get notified when there's new material coming out. Thank you. If you have questions, give us a call. If you live in Colorado and you need help with senior financial matters, please do give me a call. I'd be glad to help you out. My name is Ron Verostek. The phone number is 303-776-0867. I highly recommend at least putting some money into I-bonds at this point in time, because where else are you going to earn that kind of interest rates that's 100% guaranteed by the U.S. government? Good luck to all of you. Give me a call if you need help, and have it yourselves a great year. Bye.